So hey everyone, today we are having Artavazd from BackupGuard plugins. So he developed many plugins in this industry. Like he is having his own BackupGuard plugin that is featured over many popular blogs such as on Kinsta.com. His plugin is featured there. So that's where I like BackupGuard got me attention. And he also launched a new security plugin as well. And they are currently booming on AppSumo marketplace. So today not the marketplace, but on the Exmo Select marketplace. So in today's particular video and the podcast where I will be listening to and watching this, I am going to ask him questions around his origin story behind this plugin and many things that you will love to hear about. So first of all, welcome Artavas.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Yeah.
for this interview.
Yeah. So before I continue, I want to ask you, like, I saw you are selling your plugin on Codecayon marketplace as well, and some here and there. Why you plan to launch on an AppSumo?
Yeah, actually, Codecayon, it was not intended to be in Codecayon. We were trying in Codecayon to see how the marketplace works there. But mainly we sell our plugin on our own website in backupguard.com. But then we saw the opportunity in AppSumo to launch it. I was not aware of the existence of the AppSumo platform. I have
Yeah.
heard about another platforms like PitchGround, etc. But I didn't know that AppSumo was the big player there. And I thought that this is a very good opportunity for us to promote the BackupGuard plugin and also the security plugin, which is not well known on the market. The backup plugin is, a lot of people use it. We have a lot of users, but the security plugin, since it is not available on the WordPress community, that's why many didn't know about it. So I think
Yeah.
this is a great opportunity to sell it along with the backup plugin, and also it's a good, you make a good money there, and which you can use to further improve the plugin and uh, go further away. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
got it.
main
So by the way, let's start with
thing.
the origin of the backup guard thing. So how you started with backup guard? Like you having any programming
Yeah, backup
background?
guard started in 2000 and
Mhm.
uh
Yeah.
yes, actually, we started backup guard with a friend. We both were programmers back then, and we started this back in 2015. And we started with a simple plugin called Backup. That was the name, and it was doing a zip backup of your website, and you could download it, and then you could restore it or whatever you want. So that's how it started. And why did we started it like that? Because we saw an opportunity in the WordPress marketplace. We saw that there were missing uh, a good backup plugin, and we thought that we can make one. And we started it, and we saw the traction. We saw that people started to download it and use it and so on. So we thought, why not? Let's do it better. And we started developing the backup guard plugin, which had a better engine, like you will say.
Yeah.
And it solved all the problems we had with the initial backup plugin. and and then we started with backup guard, and actually it was pretty good with the old WordPress algorithm for searching. It was in first place, and people started using it a lot, and we got like 100 users, active users, which was pretty great for us.
Yeah.
So that's how we started everything, and now we keep doing it. We keep improving it.
So you said you hired programmers. So you are not a programmer, right? So
Right now we have programmers, but technic in the background, I was a programmer there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
back then, 5 years ago, I was the programmer there. Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So that's pretty nice. Like I loved your story. And the next thing is like you said like you hired programmers, you named it a backup. How did like name come up? Backup guard. So it's a very catchy and good name.
Sorry, can you repeat the question because it's
like
cutting?
how the name come up into your mind, the backup guard name. Okay.
It's cutting again. The
Good.
connection is not good. Ah, the name. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the name. I don't know. Actually, it was like we were thinking about some. We have to include something of security inside the name, so you can trust it. Somehow like something like that. So we came up with a logo which is a shield, and also we were thinking about the same for the name. We were thinking maybe some security part, or maybe like
Yeah.
safe or something like that. But then we saw that maybe guard is a good thing for trust, for
Yeah.
security, and that's how we came up with it. But then we saw that the domain was not available, and they were asking a lot of money for that domain. And so we thought let's put a dash in there, and and that's it. So that's how we put it, like backup-guard.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good story around this thing. And you started with the backup guard thing, and currently it's how many monthly active users we are having for backup guard?
How many monthly users we got?
Yeah. We currently you are having.
Yeah. I mean, if I understand correctly the question, we now have like around 100,000 active users
Wow.
per month. So which includes pro and free users too, because we have
Mhm.
like 70,000 around free users
Yeah. And
in
let's say
WordPress.
if someone want to start in WordPress marketplace, what will be your number one advice for them?
Number one advice would be to stick to the WordPress community guidelines, because the WordPress community guidelines are very strict, and they send you notices and they tell you don't do this, don't do this, and etc. So if you want to be on the WordPress marketplace, you have to learn how to do the things on the WordPress way. So that's the, I
Okay.
think, the most important part. And then from the marketing point of view, I would recommend you to do a very good, mm, like you say, have a very good content description of the plugin, because that helps a lot to be on the first page of the search results, which will help you to get more downloads, and that's it. I think that's the good way to start.
Very good. So you mentioned WordPress guidelines. So you got any time hit by them? Like if any warning or notification you wanna convey in this particular thing interview?
Yeah. I mean, before we had a lot of warnings and so on from WordPress, because we didn't know that we cannot do this and we cannot do that. So sometimes you cross the line and WordPress tells you that you are doing that, and then you have to fix it, because if you want to stay there, you have to fix it. If you don't want to stay there, I mean, you can do it. You can publish your code on Codecayon or somewhere else. You can do that. But if you want to stay on the WordPress community, you have to stick to the guidelines. Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty good case. And what are you doing? Like how you are marketing this plugin as of now?
Yeah. So for the marketing part, first of all, like I said, you have to do a very good SEO, because you want to be reachable on Google and also reachable on the WordPress search. Both are very important. That's the first thing you have to check. And next thing that we are doing is use the old other marketing channels like Quora, Captera, I don't know, G2 Crowd. Use other channels and use some backlinks, guest posting, etc. We do all those kind of things. The bad thing is that we don't have updated our blog, which is the next thing to work on. we are going to update our blog and start with new posts and improve it. So that's how you do it. I mean, we have not spent so much money on marketing right now, but I think there are a lot of opportunities in marketing that you can use without spending anything.
Got it. And I saw a little bit criticism around backup guard in Word, like in use LTD communities. Like I have written this question. Like someone said, like your backup plugin is very good, but your security plugin is kind of a joke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
what do you want to say to them? Like how you
Yeah,
will progress it? Like how you want to ensure this entire LTD community around this? Like about your security plugin and some progresses. And you, I think you are also having a public roadmap as well, right?
that's right.
Yeah.
So
So
let me explain about the security plugin. The thing is that our security plugin has like three main features. One is the scanner, second is the firewall, and the third one is the monitoring. So first, let's start with the scanner. With the scanner part, we do the scanning, but we don't remove the infected files from your WordPress. So that's a very important feature missing. That's why many people get upset with that plugin, because we don't do anything with the infection. We just detect it and that's it. So first of all, we have to do the removal of the malware. That's one thing to do. And second, then we have to improve the scanning scheduling. Like we have to do it automatically. We have to do it customizable, so you can customize whenever you want to do the scanning, etc. So these things are missing. Yeah, I know that, but we started this like a couple of months ago, and we have got a very good firewall, for example, for now. And also the monitoring, we have two kinds of monitoring. First one is the traffic monitoring, and the second one is the bandwidth monitoring, which I think still they are not the best, but they have the minimal features that we needed to launch. And right now, if you get a, for example, a lifetime deal, it means that you will get all the updates in the future. And since we get improving the plugin, and which we are doing that right now, you will get all those updates. And in the future, I mean, in 2 months, you will get a very complete plugin. Like for that price, I mean, it's a very good deal, because the all the security plugins, you can check the prices, and they are quite expensive.
Mhm. Even I'm using backup guard security plugin for my blog. The one feature that I think missing is like the creating, like changing that login URL.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So changing the admin panel. Oh, yes, yes. That's another feature that we are going to have.
Mhm.
But like I said, first, right now we are working very hard on the scanner part, because we need the scanner to be a very good one.
Yeah.
So that's very important for us.
The next thing I wanna ask you is, like backup guard is now a very big name, and there are many competitors as well. So, what do you think? You are having a number one USP as compared to your competitors? Why like people need to
So
prefer backup guard? Mm.
okay, yeah. So first of all, let me tell you that again, if you go to the prices, backup guard is very, very, I mean, affordable.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Second thing, from the technical point of view, uh, in the core of backup guard, we have developed some technologies that lets backup guard work on almost any kind of environment. That's I would say that's our biggest technical advantage, because WordPress users use any kind of hostings, and there are a lot of hostings that out there that give you very small, I don't know, very low memory RAM, very low processor speed, and the environment is very slow, and it's not so usable.
Yeah.
So you need a plugin which works under those circumstances. So that's one thing that we did. Is work too hard to create a core that works on almost all kind of environments. Sometimes if we have a problem, then we bring our support, which is, I think, another advantage of BackupGuard, that our support does all the technical parts for you. For example, it
Oh.
has happened a lot of times that users cannot restore their website, and they ask us, and we do that for them. So we do a lot of technical part for our clients or our customers, and it doesn't matter if they are free users, because sometimes we have free users and we treat them like if they were paid. It doesn't matter because they are part of our big community. So that's another thing. And one thing to mention, I wanted to mention this because it's very important. Many people say that BackupGuard is vendor locked, and I wouldn't say that, because they say that because we have our own archiving format, which is HGBP.
Yeah.
That archiving format is very important for us because it makes our plugin what it is now. It gives the possibilities to do all those things. It gives us possibilities to do the restore very reliably restore in any environment, and many other advantages over zip. So that's why we are using that format. But this doesn't mean that we are vendor locked, because we give you the extractors. You can extract the information whenever you want, wherever you want, and you can restore it like you would restore it manually if you
Yeah.
want. So you are not attached to BackupGuard, like you say. It's just kind of perspective, it's
Got
a
it.
different perspective. Yeah.
By the way, guys, if you are liking this interview, you can check out BackupGuard lifetime deal. The link will be given below in the description, and that will be an affiliate link. Like I will make a small commission out of it. So let's continue the next question that I was having around BackupGuard. Right? How many plugins you are planning to develop under the BackupGuard brand? I think there are only two plugins. You are having a cloud storage for backups, right? As of now. And what are the next plugins you are planning to develop?
Actually, we don't plan to develop any more plugins for BackupGuard, but we are planning to improve our cloud service dashboard. So we plan to have all these under the one dashboard, because right now the dashboards are different. So if you are using the plugin, you have a different dashboard. If you are using the cloud service, you have a different dashboard. So what we are going to do is to have a same dashboard for any of the platforms you are using. If you are on Magento, if you are on PrestaShop, or if you are on somewhere else, you are going to have the same dashboard. And so we are trying to bring everything under the same dashboard, and under that dashboard we will have all the features you will need, like the security features, like the monitoring features, and the backup features. So
And
that's how we plan it to do.
I'm also able to
But no
see.
more plugins, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but I am also able to see like you are also like expanding your horizontal toward other CMS platform like Magneto, PrestaShop.
Yes, we have plugins for Magento and PrestaShop from a long time ago. Actually, we do have those, and we also have a migration service, which you can use if you don't want to do all the I don't know, all the like you say, ugly job
Yeah,
of
yeah.
migrating a website from one point to another point. So we can do that for you. You just buy that service, and we do the migration for you in
So
24
this
hours.
size does not matter, right? In this service, it can be a
No,
huge site. Yeah.
the, yeah, the site
Because
doesn't matter.
I
Yeah,
saw many
but you
migration
have to.
services in the past, like they are charging according to the website size, files, pages, right?
No, we don't have a limitation on that. But what one thing that we do need is information like access to your website, because sometimes they don't provide all the access information, and it's very hard, for example, for a website of 100 gigabytes of space of usage, to migrate it from A to B, because they only provide, for example, WordPress access. If you
Mhm.
provide also FTP access, it's going to be much more easier for us to do it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be faster, and you will get your website done in a couple of hours.
True. And By the way, I was also checking out your blog and I saw like your blog is not much outdated. Like you post only one or two posts this
Yeah,
year, and why you're not like focusing there?
yeah, that's what I said on the marketing
Hmm.
points, that
Like,
the blog is not updated yet, but yeah, we are starting to work on it. And if you can see, we have a new post which
mhm.
is, which is good, because the one before that one is from years ago. So I think we are already started with this process, and we will keep it updated already.
Mhm. So it's a very good practice actually. Like I guess the content marketing is the next big thing in the future because
Yes, you are right.
like everyone is like directly selling their services, like but people connect with people who give them value.
That's right. Yeah.
So that's the another part of the interview. But and I just wanna ask if you wanna reveal anything like how this AppSumo launch perform. I do not pressurize for you this, but if you wanna reveal how this AppSumo launch is going for you, if you wanna be transparent or something like it's not no pressure side from me. So if you wanna reveal something around this AppSumo launch,
Uh, it's actually it's going great. I would say it's not going as I would expect. I was expecting worse. Right now is going very good, and for us it's very good, because right now we are hearing a lot of feedback from the users, a very different feedbacks from the one we are used to
yeah,
hear. And it's great, because our roadmap is getting bigger and bigger, and the features that users, yeah, and the features that users are asking are very interesting, because we didn't know about those cloud services that they want integration
yeah.
with. And we didn't know about some features that they are asking. And it's going awesome from 2 points of view. First is financial, and second, from the feedback of the
Yeah,
users.
true.
And
Actually,
the third thing is that we are receiving a lot of tickets. Yeah,
yeah.
and we are working on them.
I know, like
Yeah.
I also mentioned this in last, the interview with Daud Khan, like and with other guy that I recently interviewed for Retarget Kit. Like I always ask them question, like how you manage this support. So he said, like support tickets are very good. That helps our to improve. And what they are basically doing is Daud Khan said, whenever I got a query, I create a video and post that into a knowledge base, then refer all these leads and all these people to that. So this helps up to manage support because when people ask multiple questions, like we do not need to like personally go ahead and give them we are just giving that URL. So I think the knowledge base is the good thing for the support ticket thing, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, of course.
And I think you are also creating a P cloud integration because a P cloud is the only cloud storage, I guess, that is on LTD till now this date, and most of the SaaS community are having that P cloud thing. So maybe that
Oh,
will be
yeah.
very beneficial for you.
Yes, that's yes. I think we have it on our roadmap. People asked for it,
Yeah,
and we
peak
will
cloud.
do it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Actually,
And
all the cloud integrations that users ask, we are going to do it
because
eventually.
people prefer their own thing, right? Like, I why not this have this or this kind of thing. And
Yeah,
currently,
that's right. Yeah.
what is your plan after this AppSummer launch end? For everything, like how marketing point of view, development, you have shared your entire roadmap. So I want to ask you a complete plan. If you are like having something you want to share.
Yeah, actually, the plan from the development point of view, I can say that we have some very important features missing that
Yeah.
we have to finish ASAP, as soon as possible. So from the development point of view, is to finish those tasks, and to gain more stability on the backup plugin. So that's from the development point of view. But from the marketing point of view, we have actually a very big plans, very big plans regarding the getting into the hostings,
Yeah.
because we
Hosting.
need this plugin to get into the hostings, and we need them to get installed along with the WordPress environments they install. So that's one thing that we are trying to do. And the second is to do the dashboard that I said. that we have to have a centralized dashboard for everything. So you don't have to use one security plugin from here, one backup plugin from there, and so on. So you just subscribe to BackupGuard, and you get everything in one place. And you can monitor your website, you can scan your website, and etc. Everything in one place. And I think that's a strategy that works, because many people use that strategy. And since we have a lot of years in the market, I think we can do it too.
Yeah. And how much people are inside BackupGuard team?
Uh, in our team, yeah, in our team we have 10, like around 10, the core part, plus five, yeah, five people from the support team, yeah.
Okay, 15 people. And how many
15 people.
developers are there, if you want to mention?
Yeah, from the 10, there are like 7 developers, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And how it's going, like currently, like you are like is you faced any kind of overloads or something when this apps will launch happen? Because lot of I think that's not the case, because the BackupGuard plugin is being hosted on other sites. So I think the sustainable, the development cost, every cost is very low inside this kind of plugins, right? For WordPress plugins.
Yeah. I mean, if we talk about the development cost, it varies, because they say that WordPress is cheap, but I mean, if you want to have a good developer, it's not cheap. So it doesn't matter the environment you are in. So
I think
I think
scale.
that,
What do you talk about scaling? Like scaling, if you're scaling a WordPress plugin, scaling is easy or not?
yeah, scaling is easy. Scaling is easy if you scale to a different platform, or if you scale to cloud, like we said. So scaling inside WordPress, you have like limits. You cannot scale from here to there, because let me explain that. For example, if we talk about our security plugin, our firewall works around the WordPress limits. But if we want the security plugin, the firewall, to work on the hosting limits, on the server limits, we cannot do that, because it's a simple plugin. So you cannot cross these limits, so it doesn't matter how much you scale, you cannot cross that limit. And if you cannot cross that limit, you don't need more developers, because why do I need another developer for I don't know, for Linux development, for example, for Bash development, if we are not going to use Bash anymore.
Okay. Let's suppose if someone is on fence, right? I have to I need to purchase BackupGuard or not. What you will say to them?
If somebody is what? Sorry?
Is on fence, like I need to have BackupGuard or not. Like what you will,
okay.
advice you will
So
give to them?
the advice I will give to them is to try it, because we have a free version. You can try the free version anytime you want. Try it, and if you like it, you can purchase it. And also another advice we can give them is to check our demo, because we have a full demo on our website, which you can access and check the features and go pressing on all the buttons and everything, because that's the best way to know if you want a product, trying it.
True. So that's all, guys. So here we're having Artavazd. I'm spelling it right. Artavazd from
perfect.
Artavazd from BackupGuard plugin. So this is our interview, and we discussed about some marketing strategies, like some marketing and development and many phases of a launch. So that's all for this particular interview. If you want to watch more interview, or you want to have some BackupGuard plugin, then my affiliate link will be given below, and you can also check out the free plugin that will help you to scale in the future. So thank you so much, Artavazd, for being here, and it's been a pleasure to host you. And thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much.